I remember you famously made an offer to Caitlin Clark, but what about Angel Reese? You think she could ball out? You know, she's pretty solid, you know?
Yeah, she's a great player. The thing with Caitlin Clark, it was just to unlock millions of dollars for the league because of her stardom, what our sponsors was telling us.
Right.
They didn't tell us the same thing about Angel Reese, so I don't know if we can make that. I don't know if we can make that same offer.
I see.
Ice Cube, because Ice Cube has come out and given everybody some brutal truth. Sorry, Angel Reese, the $5 million offer was only for Caitlin Clark.
Tonight, Ice Cube says the quiet part out loud. The $5 million offer that shook the WNBA was never meant for Angel Reese, and the brutal truth behind it has ignited one of the biggest debates in women's basketball history. Did Ice Cube just expose the league? Did sponsors just end the illusion? And is Angel Reese's brand collapsing under the weight of Caitlin Clark's rise? This is the story the WNBA never wanted you to hear.
But it was business. That's all it is, business. Y'all gonna make it personal, though.
Ice Cube has come out and given everybody some brutal truth, and there is a portion of this that just tells you everything that we've been telling you. This is just confirmation. And what's hilarious is this is confirmation from the people that want to pay the money. Sponsors. Oh man, Angel Reese fans are gonna be...
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we break down the shocking fallout after Ice Cube's revealing comments about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and the Big Three's unprecedented $5 million offer. This story is deeper, more brutal, and more revealing than anyone expected.
Offer was only for Caitlin Clark. Oh, fuck. It's about to get ugly. With the Big Three's $5 million offer to Caitlin Clark never coming to fruition, could a lucrative Angel Reese proposal be up next for the Hoops League? Tell me you don't know ball. I mean, honestly, don't count on it.
He didn't stutter. He didn't sugarcoat it. Cube said sponsors told him Caitlin Clark would unlock millions for the league. And when it came to Angel Reese, quote, they didn't tell us the same thing. Cold, brutal, business.
When Clark took over Chicago, she signed autographs for hours. This wasn't no extras that was paid to come stand in the scene. No, these were real people trying to get autographs.
And instantly, the entire WNBA conversation exploded. Angel Reese fans were furious. Caitlin Clark supporters felt vindicated. And for the first time ever, someone from inside the negotiations confirmed what sponsors had been whispering for months. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player, she's a revenue engine. Angel Reese? A star, yes, but not the one brands are betting millions on.
With the Big Three's $5 million offer to Caitlin Clark never coming to fruition, could a lucrative Angel Reese proposal be up next for the Hoops League? Tell me you don't know ball. I mean, honestly, don't count on it.
To understand how shocking this moment is, we need to rewind. Angel Reese wasn't just a player. She was marketed as the face of a new era. Bayou Barbie, the queen of NIL. Reebok's comeback superstar. Sponsors lined up. Interviews stacked. Her brand was everywhere. But as one executive quietly put it, buzz fades. Numbers don't. And sadly, the numbers started shifting. When Caitlin Clark stepped into the WNBA, she didn't come with slogans. She came with results. Sold-out arenas. Record-breaking TV ratings. Jersey sales that crashed websites.
She didn't need to talk.
She didn't need theatrics. Her game did the marketing for her. Suddenly, Angel Reese, once the league's top brand magnet, wasn't the first call for sponsors anymore. She wasn't even the second. The turning point was Chicago, Angel Reese's city. Caitlin Clark rolled in and didn't even play. She sat on the bench with an injury. Yet thousands of fans wrapped around buildings just for her autograph. Clark took over Chicago without touching the court. That moment, that single image, was the beginning of the end for Angel's marketing dominance. After the Chicago takeover, the shift was undeniable. Marketing agencies began reviewing Angel's numbers, and they weren't matching the hype anymore. Campaigns slowed. Some vanished entirely. Reebok didn't renew certain promo pushes. And internally, companies began asking, is Angel Reese still worth the investment if Caitlin Clark exists? That's when Ice Cube's quote hit like a hammer. I'm not in the business of losing money. Translation? Caitlin Clark guarantees returns. Angel Reese guarantees conversation. But conversation doesn't always pay millions. For 18 months, the media crowned Angel as the next big superstar. But was it too early? Was her rise built on personality and controversy, not on consistent performance? Did the industry create a star before she was ready to carry the weight? Because now, with the pressure real, the numbers aren't supporting the narrative anymore. So what happens now? Can Angel Reese rebuild her brand outside Caitlin Clark's shadow? Can she redefine herself without comparison? Will she rise or fade? Because Clark isn't engaging in drama. She isn't clapping back. She's too busy rewriting the WNBA record books. Reebok is now facing a level of corporate humiliation, panic, and financial collapse that no one inside the company ever imagined. What started as a bold gamble to revive the brand with Angel Reese, a rising but polarizing WNBA star, has now exploded into a full-scale marketing catastrophe that industry analysts are calling the biggest sponsorship failure of the decade. Reebok entered the deal believing Angel Reese would attract a younger audience, build cultural hype, and restore the brand to its former glory. They invested millions, redesigned campaigns, and planned a massive long-term rollout centered around her personality, her influence, and her storyline. But instead of the triumphant comeback they envisioned, the entire partnership has imploded before it ever had a chance to succeed. The moment the announcement hit social media, Reebok was hit with a tsunami of backlash, with thousands of fans questioning the decision, calling the move desperate, and accusing the company of ruining its legacy by tying itself to a player known more for drama than dominance. The comment sections turned into war zones. Engagement numbers collapsed. Campaign posts were immediately overrun with negativity. And in less than 48 hours, the partnership went from Reebok's biggest move in years to the single most embarrassing PR disaster in the company's modern history. But the real chaos is happening behind closed doors. Insiders say the board is furious, marketing directors are clashing, and emergency meetings are being held at all hours as Reebok tries to contain a disaster that is spiraling far beyond their control. Internal reports reveal that sales forecasts have already dropped dramatically, projections for the Angel Reese product line have been slashed, and multiple major retail partners are privately raising concerns. Executives are now questioning how the company ignored the warning signs, from Reese's increasingly controversial reputation to her rivalry with Caitlin Clark, which has only fueled online division and public outrage. What Reebok framed as a bold new direction has instead become a brutal lesson in misreading the market, failing to understand fan sentiment, and underestimating how quickly public perception can torpedo a brand. And as the backlash intensifies, critics are calling this the worst contract Reebok has signed since the early 2000s, a disastrous misstep that could derail their comeback strategy for years. Every hour, the damage grows. Every headline makes it worse. Every leaked report exposes just how unprepared the company was for the storm that followed. The Angel Reese deal didn't just backfire. It detonated, sending shockwaves through the entire sports and marketing world. And as Reebok struggles to pick up the pieces, one thing is painfully clear. This will go down as one of the most shocking, costly, and humiliating sponsorship failures of all time. Inside Reebok, panic spread. Marketing teams scrambled. Executives watched as memes dominated instead of sales. This isn't just a flop, it's a cautionary tale for brands. Personality alone doesn't sell. Proof sells. Legacy sells. Performance sells. And Angel Reese is still writing hers. Reebok's mistake was clear. Hype without substance. Angel Reese is magnetic, but the sneaker culture demands proof, on-court greatness, legacy, and authenticity. Nike and Adidas built empires with stars who had already proven themselves. Reebok skipped the groundwork and went all in on personality alone. The result? A public relations nightmare, blooper reels instead of highlight reels, and a brand left scrambling.